Hello everyone, back again with another SQL coding question. So find the updated records. So let's go over the description. We have a table with employees and their salaries. However, some of the records are old and contain outdated salary information. Find the current salary of each employee, assuming that the salaries increase each year. Output their first name, last name, department ID, and the current salary. Order your list by the employee ID in ascending order. So let's see how we can approach the solution first. As it says, there are multiple records for each employee ID and we have to get just one record for each employee. So this indicates we should be using some group by functions over here. So let's see the data set and try to get a better understanding how we can approach the solution. So here we have a data set. As you can see, we have this 5 columns and we have multiple records for each ID. So our first approach would be to filter it out and get just one record for each employee with the maximum salary. So we'll be using a group by function for ID column and get a max of salary for each employee. So that's how something the result set would look like. But we also have to get the other columns like ID, first name, last name, and department ID. So to do that, to get that, we will be joining this result data set back again with this parent table to get the final output. But this time we will be joining this table with the result data set by ID as well as salary column. The combination of these two columns would create a unique record, which would be our final output. So let's try to implement in the SQL. Let's get back to our script. So we'll be doing a select ID and the max of salary from the table MS employee salary. We will be grouping it by ID column and then ordering it by the same. So let's try to run this and see what we get. Okay, here we go. We have one record for the each employee ID, which pretty much matches our very first step of getting this data set result set. Okay, now we will be joining it back to our parent table. That would be the same table from which we derived these two columns. So we will have select clause from this table. We will be joining it with this result data set. Let's alias it as D, the derived table, and then on where we'll be adding our joining columns. So this would be our original table. So we want all the columns from the original table. So let's just add it as O dot star, which will give us all the columns from this table. And in this joining logic, we will be adding O dot ID equals to D dot ID and the salary. Okay, here we go with the query. Let's see what is the output. Okay, here we have the ID, first name, last name, salary, and the department ID for each employee. And we can see that we just have one record for each employee. So let's see if we did make it right. Okay, here we go. We have made it. So let me know in the comment section if you know some other way how we can solve this SQL question. And until the next video, keep coding. Thank you everyone for watching the video.